Hello, and thank you for joining me for the Financial Aid Satisfactory Academic Progress General Overview tutorial. My name is Deanna, and I am the Director of Financial Aid at Joliet Junior College. The intended audience for this video is any current JJC student who needs to understand how to maintain financial aid eligibility under the SAP requirements. So what is SAP? The Department of Education requires us to calculate satisfactory academic progress, also known as SAP, on each student at the end of each semester. There are three different components of SAP, and a student must continue to meet all three to remain eligible for financial aid. At the end of each semester, students will receive an email informing them of their status and can also check their status at any time on financial aid self-service. As I mentioned, there are three components of SAP. The first SAP component is Financial Aid Grade Point Average, or GPA. Financial Aid GPA is calculated using all attempted courses, including remedial and developmental courses, dual credit courses, and courses for which you did not receive financial assistance. Try to avoid getting D's and F's in your classes and aim to keep your GPA above a 2.0 to maintain your financial aid eligibility. The second SAP component is financial aid completion rate. Completion rate is calculated by dividing the total number of completed credit hours by the total number of attempted credit hours. Grades of F, W for withdrawn classes, and I for incomplete classes are considered attempted but not completed and will negatively affect your completion rate. Aim to keep your completion rate above 67% to maintain financial aid eligibility. The third and final SAP component is maximum time frame. Students must progress through their program to ensure that they will graduate within the maximum time frame allowed. You must complete your program of study within 150% of the minimum number of credit hours required to complete the program. You can view the maximum allowed attempted credit hours for your program on Financial Aid Self-Service. Avoid taking classes that are not required for your program and aim to complete your program before you reach the max to maintain your financial aid eligibility. To locate your SAP status, the easiest way is to view Financial Aid Self-Service. Log into my.jjc.edu, locate the Self-Service menu, and select Pay Bill and View Financial Aid. Then select Financial Aid Self-Service. On the Financial Aid Self-Service, you will always see the bar with your Satisfactory Academic Progress, or SAP status. This particular one is green because the student is in good status. You can click on this bar to open the SAP page and view detailed information about your status. The SAP page has full details about your SAP status, including your current status, your previous evaluation period statuses, and all the details of how your status is calculated. Be sure to click on the arrows next to each line to expand and read more about these components and how they impact your status. When end of term SAP is calculated, you will be assigned one of these statuses. If you are in good standing, then you are meeting all three of the SAP requirements and are eligible to receive financial aid. If you are on warning status, that means that you have failed to meet the SAP completion rate and/or GPA requirement. While on warning status, you are still eligible to receive financial aid. However, if you fail to move to good standing after your next semester, you may be placed on termination. If you are on termination status, that means that you have failed to meet the SAP completion rate and/or GPA requirement for 2 or more semesters. You are not eligible to receive financial aid while on termination. You may pay for courses out of pocket or with another funding source until you meet all SAP requirements again, or you may appeal your termination status. If you are on approaching status, that means that your number of attempted credit hours is nearing the maximum allowed to complete your program. While on approaching status, you are still eligible to receive financial aid. If you are on maximum time frame status, that means that your number of attempted credit hours has exceeded the maximum allowed time frame to complete your program. You are not eligible to receive financial aid while on maximum time frame. You may pay for courses out of pocket or with another funding source, or you may appeal your maximum time frame status. If you have received a SAP status notice of termination or maximum time frame, you may appeal for reinstatement of financial aid eligibility for 1 semester. We will talk about each of these types of appeals on the next slides. You will need to determine which type of appeal you are requesting before submitting your appeal. If you are on SAP termination status, you may appeal for reinstatement of financial aid if you have experienced extenuating circumstances which have impacted your progress. This may include medical emergencies, death in the family, legal situation, etc., which prevented you from successfully completing your classes within the semester. You will be required to provide documentation with your appeal. If you are on SAP maximum time frame status, you may appeal for reinstatement of financial aid if you have experienced extenuating circumstances which have impacted your progress. As before, this may include medical emergencies, death in the family, legal situations, etc., which prevented you from successfully completing your classes within the semester and within the maximum time frame. You will be required to provide documentation with your appeal. If you are on SAP maximum time frame status, you may also choose to appeal for a one-time reset if you've had a program or major change which has caused you to exceed your maximum time frame. For example, if you were originally pursuing an Associate in Arts program and you have recently been accepted into the nursing program, you may request a one-time reset for the new program. If you know that you are ready to appeal and which type of appeal you need to request, watch the How to Complete a SAP Appeal video first. You can find the appeal tutorial on jjc.edu/financial aid under the Satisfactory Academic Progress section or on Financial Aid Self-Service SAP page under Helpful Links. It is also linked at the end of this video for your convenience. If you need more information about how any of these components may impact your SAP status, be sure to review the full SAP policy. The policy is available on our website, jjc.edu/financial aid, under the Satisfactory Academic Progress section, or on Financial Aid Self-Service SAP page under Helpful Links. It is also linked at the end of this video for your convenience. If you have additional questions, please contact the Financial Aid Office. Thank you for joining me for our SAP overview, and I hope you have a great day.